Okay, this is a random pen lot I bought off of eBay. Sometimes people put things, they don't really know what they have. They put them on eBay or wherever, and they sell them and say, hey, I don't know what this is. I don't care to value it, but here, you could buy it if you want. I buy these occasionally because I see something I find interesting and I feel like it might be worth buying all this junk in order to find a couple of good things. But here's one I've got recently, and it cost me about, I think, $11 or $12, right around there. First of all, this lot has a ton of old pencils. These are not particularly valuable. You know, I'll use them. I'll put it in the garage, whatever. But, you know, a lot of these are just kind of no name, usually eraser shot. So we'll go through those really quickly. Some of them might be interesting. Like here is one, an old Eagle with the clip. That's kind of cool. Obviously, it's in pretty rough shape, so it's not like valuable, but it might be fun to use. Here's another one. This is an old Temple 777 with a clip, a Bick clip. That's a Bick accountant clip. So again, the pencils will be useful, but not really worth buying a bunch of old used pencils off eBay. Oh, it wasn't Templar, it's Templar. It's interesting. I doubt I will find like an old Blackwing or something like that. That doesn't happen with old pencils, and I'm not, you know, enough of a pencil expert that we're gonna find something here that I'm gonna be like, oh man, I can't believe it, a Frontier, economy, whatever. Like, that's just not gonna happen. So let's go through those quickly. Old golf pencils, a Mongol, old Papermate, nothing really to see here. And I will test if these are writing, because that is pretty interesting. Nah, it's not writing, so it's a left-handed pencil. It's kind of fun. Looks like it got burned or something. It's a little gross. Old markers, definitely of zero value there. It's another left-handed one. It's kind of cool. Someone clearly had a cool sharpener back in the day with a very extended tip. Bank pens. You see a lot of these in the random pen lots, like old free pens, and people just had a junk drawer. These are really very rarely of any interest. Old Bic stuff I find to be interesting, and that is a good reason. And that's actually why I had purchased some of these lots. I've been kind of curious about some old ballpoints. So an old Bic click stick. I don't know how old this is, but it does write. So keep that one aside for a later project. Again, old, like, Illinois-based pen, nothing there. Old Mongols are nice. These are good pencils. So again, mostly pencils so far. A lot of golf type pencils. It's kind of fun. Old small pencil, another golf pencil. This is just another advertising pencil. The pen doesn't work. More golf pencils. Bell Arrow System. That's pretty cool, again, with that long tip. Old Just Right pen, I guess. Doesn't work, but it's interesting. Kind of look at that one in the future. It's kind of cool. Click. Almost like an old senator, you know, I don't know if it's a senator or what. A Wingmatic. It's a new one for me. Let's get through these old pencils. I'm almost positive we're not going to find anything interesting here. But yeah, you know, like I said, I'll put them off to the side. Okay, so now we're down to the core stuff. And usually if I'm buying a random pen lot, it's for the pens. It's not for the pencils. I guess we still have these ones, these like junky old ones that we had in 3rd grade. Okay, so let's get into it. And here's the reason I bought the lot. I saw this one. This is an old Bic, the PM-29. This is kind of like a precursor to the Crystal, or maybe it came out after the Crystal, but it's before that Crystal branding was really popular. No cap, which is a real bummer, but they do have sort of the old metal refill, which I've been really interested in if I'm able to restart these. I've done a bunch of that on the TikTok channel. This is why I got it. I really do. I really am interested in these old Bics and trying to get these kind of rebooted and see if we can get that open. Yeah, got that out there. So this one was well used, which is nice to see. And this one, it has that fully metal refill. So definitely is that's what I've been looking at, is if we can fix those metal refills. Another old Papermate, doesn't work. Well, these old clicky ones, remember these from back in the day? I haven't seen one of these in a while. That's definitely fun. This one, garbage, kind of old. They're like rubber is sticky, no good there. Old ballpoint, advertising ballpoint. It actually writes. These things are so crazy that they write from, you know, forever ago. Ballpoints are really interesting. Yeah, it doesn't work. Another old Papermate, doesn't work. Here's another old Bic. This is a proper crystal. And this one, yeah, this one's probably not that old based on kind of having the more modern refill style, but I'll take a deeper look at this one in the future. And then lastly, we have, this is just old U.S. government Skillcraft, which is kind of cool. I like these. Let's see if it writes. And it writes, yeah, look at that. I don't see a year on this one, but looks to be pretty old. So old Skillcraft, it still works. So garbage. And so I guess here's the haul. I got a bunch of pencils of, you know, varying quality levels. So I'll probably use those. I got the Bic that I really wanted. Again, these are really, I'm interested in these and they're hard to find. And then a couple old pens to play with. So yeah, that's a random pen lot. If you're checking eBay, these can be a lot of fun, but I would definitely do it with some intentionality. Otherwise, you just become like a bit of a hoarder and randomly you're giving all your friends and family members, you know, big bunches of old pens and pencils.